Hi everybody! This week's weekly catch-up is going to be quite a short one, to be honest. I'm super busy. I've got lots of kind of work in the background going on behind the scenes at the moment, and to be honest I'm a bit behind schedule with a couple of the projects I'm working on. So one of the projects I've been working on is my new digital beginners sewing course. So today I thought I'd tell you a little bit more about that and also show you the projects that are in the course. The other thing I've been working on is some new sewing kits. So these are little fun bite-sized projects which I think would make great gifts, whether you're going to gift the kit or gift the item in the kit. But either way, they'd make great little presents. So I'm hoping to have 5 launched this side of Christmas. The first 2 are very nearly ready to go, so I'm hoping to share more about those very soon. So just before I tell you about the beginners course, I just thought I'd give you a quick update on events and classes. So events wise, we had our last social a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, and this is a really nice event where we all get together with our sewing machines and bring our own projects and just sew for the day and chat and eat cake. There's a swaps table. Your ticket price includes a raffle ticket, so there's an opportunity to win some fabric as well. It's just a really nice event. Loads of space, loads of light, lovely people. So we will be hosting our next one of those. I think it's the 24th of November, so it's already on the timetable. It's in the class section on my website, so if you'd like to come along to that, you can find that on my website. Next year we're planning to do the same again. We want to host 4 events, but we're going to be moving it to a Saturday. So I think the first one's going to be the 25th of January, but as soon as I've got confirmed dates, again I will publish those in the newsletter to start with. So if you want to get those details, you can subscribe to the newsletter if you don't already. Then class-wise, lots of things going on, lots of things coming up. So my sewing day happens once a month on a Friday. So the next one of these is on the 25th of September. So there's 1 space left on that if you'd like to come. So this is like an extended kind of dressmaking class. So it's like all day and it's great length of time to get something done and really sort of get your teeth into a project or even multiple projects. So this is a tutored day, so I'm there maximum of 5 people, and we're just working through the projects or any element of dressmaking that you want to learn about. It's very much tailor-made to what you'd like to learn. So that's going to be carrying on into the foreseeable future. I'm also looking at putting some other classes on a Friday. So there will be an overlocker sort of moving on day. So this will be the sweatshirt. So from start to finish, make a sweatshirt in a day. And then I'm also looking at doing a beginners 1 day sort of, rather than the full 5-week course that I usually offer. I'm going to sort of do a kind of shortened version in a day, so it won't be all the projects that are in the beginners course, but it'll be 1 project. So I'm working on that as well. And then the other thing that's the regular 6-week dressmaking course that I offer on a weekly basis. What I've started to do with this is I've been posting single session dates that are in the middle of courses when I know that people are away. So what often happens with the dressmaking course is people come and they like to stay from one course to the next, but obviously there's times where they're away on holiday. So rather than expecting them to give up the course, or they don't want to give up the course, so I can publish those dates and offer them out as single sessions. So this is what's been happening for the last couple of months, and it's working quite nicely. So the single sessions are an ideal way for you to either have a taster session if you're thinking about joining a course but you're not quite sure, or kind of have an unstuck, as I like to think about it, day, or class. So you can kind of come along if you've just got stuck with one bit of your project and you want to kind of get unstuck, and then you can go and carry on at home. So lots of different reasons, or maybe you just want to break from your sewing environment and come and meet some other people and sew with some added help during the class. So lots of reasons to join a session, and these are updated on a weekly basis. So there are dates on a Wednesday and a Thursday morning, Wednesday and Thursday evening, and a Saturday afternoon. The Saturday afternoon now is going to have a permanent single session slot for the rest of the year. So that's available, as an ongoing thing. So like I said, dates are updated every week, so it's a case of constantly sort of checking back just to see if there's a date that you'd like to come, or if you'd like to book a few when somebody's away for a few weeks. So that's that. And then the beginners course. So this has been a huge learning curve for me because it's all new territory, making something like this, but it's lots of fun. I'm hoping it's going to be a nice course when it's all completely finished. So the idea of the course was really for people, it's kind of a version of what I offer as an in-person course. So it's for people to start from complete scratch. And the thing that's quite nice about having something like a digital course is you've got reference that you can sort of go back and check the information. So this is how I wanted to make this course. So it's got all the sort of fundamental skills that you need to start sewing, whether you're going to start making cushion covers or clothing, or however you want to, whatever route you're planning to take with your sewing. So the first section of the course is all of those kind of skills and those information things, and basically I don't take anything for granted. I always say no question is a silly question, so I've gone into a lot of detail about all of the elements of sewing. And then at the end of the course there are 6 projects which will help you kind of consolidate all of those skills that you've learnt in throughout the course, if I get my words out, and you make these projects. So the first project, and this is the same as my in-person course, is the cushion cover. So the cushion cover is just a great project to get started on, just to kind of find your feet with the sewing machine and learn those seam allowances, straight lines, and just kind of get used to sewing. So that's the first project. In the course, all the patterns, even though this is just a square, I also do offer it as a pattern in the course, either as a copy shop or a PDF. And during the course I explain how to use a pattern, what a pattern is, and it's great to get started using the pattern. So that's our first project in the course. Then we go on to making the tote bag. So this again is very much the same as my in-person sewing, beginner sewing course. So with this we've got a little bit of construction to consider. We've got neatening seams, and we've got top stitching as well. So again, we're still working on getting used to the sewing machine, and you've got a useful product at the end of it. And then the next project is making this little machine cover stroke mat. So I've got it set up here as a little mat, so it's got these little pockets in the front where you can keep tools like your scissors, an unpicker and bits and pieces like that while you're sewing. And then after you've finished sewing, it doubles up as a dust cover for your sewing machine. So it's got some ties at the side, and all of these are things that we go through in the course, but just to make a nice kind of useful product with your newfound sewing skills. So that's how that looks. And then the other items in the course are a little heart-shaped pin cushion. So this is where we're looking at going round curves. And I've sewn a couple of buttons on here so we can kind of keep that all together. And then the last little part of the course is a little thread bin. So this is quite nice, just have a little bin to tidy up those bits and clippings when you're sewing. So again, that has a little loop that you can just hook onto your cover and keep it all together. And then with the scraps, because we like using up all our scraps, there's a little bonus project. There is some pattern weights as the final project. But like I said, there's loads of information in it, and I wanted it to be like a foundation of all the techniques and the key skills, so that you can A, learn them, and B, refer back to them. So there's written content, there's video content, there's hopefully everything that you need to really get started with sewing. So that's going to be all the projects in the sewing course. At the moment it's in the situation where it's going out to testers, so I'm going to give them a couple of weeks to test it, and then I may need to fine tune some of the content before it goes live, but as soon as it does I will let you know. So I'd love to hear if you're interested in learning to sew and what you think about these projects. So I think that's it for this week, and I shall see you again next week.